Good morning to everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. It's 11:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 31st. Today, one of my favorite Marvel characters, or at least the person who played it, Chadwick Boseman, passed away from colon cancer. And turns out he was vegan, and all the vegans are running around, and that's because he was a meat eater before he became vegan. Chadwick Boseman was a vegan for about 3 years. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. And second of all, there's been a study done where oxalates have been linked to breast cancer and other types of cancers. This is the study right here. Of course, vegans will not tell people this because, you see, they're trying to push an agenda rather than help either the animals or the people they get involved with their diet, which has a whole bunch of dirty little secrets. Again, they're trying to tell you that going vegan is going to cure cancer. Whether Mr. Chadwick had the cancer before or after veganism doesn't make a difference. Veganism didn't cure his cancer, okay? Matter of fact, I think it's what caused it. Now, most women, when exposed to carcinogens that cause cancer, women will get it, in other words, breast cancer, and men would either get it in their colon or their prostate, okay? So, here goes the study. Oxalate induces breast cancer. This was published on the 22nd, 2015. It's a research article. It's open access, okay? Here goes the abstract, the background, the methods, the results. This is very professionally done study. It's a real study. Here's the figures, okay? This is a real study, vegans, not something that's posted on Semantic Scholar, okay? Here goes your references. Really professional, look. Okay. There you go. It's got everything's posted on Google Scholar. All right. And here you go. These are all the related studies. These were used as references for this study. The doctors noticed that people who were high oxalate in tumors in women, they checked the tumors, and the tumors had high amounts of oxalates in them. Okay? Microcalcifications. What is a microcalcification? You vegans know so much. Me, without using a dictionary, can you tell me what it is? It's what an oxalate is. It's a microcalcification. Right? So imagine getting microcalcifications in your joints, in your bones. It's going to do wonders for your mobility. Okay? Not to mention, they run around calling melon belly, which is a pancreatic attack. They call a cute little child named Mel. Oh, we got a melon belly. Ooh, they roll around like they're a 3-year-old child. Meanwhile, they're having a pancreatic attack. That's why I say vegans are immature. Okay, can be the early and only presenting sign of breast cancer. Microcalcifications can be the early and only presenting sign of breast cancer. Microcalcifications are oxalates. To help you people that don't understand what they're reading. Because a lot of these vegans, like they say they're intelligent, and you say, what's a microcalcification? They wouldn't know that from a hole in their head. One shared characteristic of breast cancer is the appearance of mammographic mammary microcalcifications that can routinely be used to detect breast cancer in its initial stages. So they can conclude that you have breast cancer if you have microcalcifications, oxalates. So you people are eating one of the causes of breast cancer. You're eating it on a daily basis. right? Which is of key importance due to the possibility that early detection allows the application of more conservative therapies for a better patient outcome. So when they see the microcalcification during the mammogram, they can conclude, this is a known quantity, can conclude if they see the oxalates in your breast material during the mammogram, they can tell you're on the way to getting breast cancer. Oxalates cause breast cancer. Where do oxalates come from? Eating a high plant diet. No hench herbivore. A vegan diet doesn't cure cancer. In some cases, it actually causes it because the food is high in oxalates. See, this is what the study, this is the abstract. They noticed this, the doctors. What are these microcalcifications in this appearing in this mammogram? And then a couple of weeks later, the lady's in the early stages of breast cancer. The mechanism by which mammary microcalcifications are formed is still largely unknown, but breast cancers presenting microcalcifications are more often associated with a poorer prognosis. So once the doctor sees that you have microcalcifications in your breast material, it's usually associated with a poor prognosis, which means he's going to say that you have breast cancer. And now they notice that breast cancer and cancers are coming and infecting younger and younger people. After what trend have they been partaking in? Steve Jobs was a frugivore. He died of pancreatic cancer. Chadwick Boseman, he was on a vegan diet. It didn't cure his cancer. It's not clear if he got it before or after, but it didn't help. Okay? Stop blaming red meat. Vegans are just looking for an excuse to weasel your way out of killing so many people off with your poor malnutrition diet. Okay, we combined caterpillar electrochromatic graphy, histology, and gene expression. So this is capillary electrochroma. That's when they inject you with the fluid that's radioactive that can be seen by an MRI machine. Okay, histology, gene expression to analyze patient-matched normal breast tissue versus breast tumor. So they get normal breast tissue, which person doesn't have breast cancer, and they're pulling out a person that does have breast cancer, and they're going to compare the two. So they have a control group and a breast cancer infected group. Potential carcinogenicity of oxalate was tested by its inoculation into mice. All data was subject to statistical analysis. So, okay, we're going to inject mice with oxalates in their breast material. Let's see what happens. Mammals, mice have always been used to test. The study of the biological significance of oxalates within the breast tumor microenvironment. We measured oxalate concentration in both human breast tumor tissues and adjoining non-pathological breast tissues. We found that all tested breast tumor tissues contain a higher concentration of oxalates than their counterpart non-pathological breast tissue. So what does that mean to these vegan flatheads? Because they're not going to understand any of this. It means that the people who had injected the mice that they injected with the oxalates did not go anywhere but into the breast tissue, nowhere else. And all of a sudden, they found those oxalates within the tumors of the mice. Moreover, it was established that oxalate induces proliferation of breast cells and stimulates the expression of pro-tumorigenic gene C-FOS. So, the gene that causes the tumors to grow, all of a sudden, its growth or release into the body chemistry is triggered by oxalates, and it causes breast cancer. That's what they're telling you here. If you can understand, if you have a competent reading comprehension, that's what it's telling you there. Furthermore, oxalate generates highly malignant and undifferentiated tumors when it's injected into the mammary fat pad in female mice. So, oxalate is causing highly malignant tumors in mice when injected into their mammary fat pad, their breast, in case you don't understand. But not when injected into their back. What's that tell you, vegans? So there's a tide of oxalates when it hits the female breast tissue. It's giving them cancer. It's causing stimulating the production of CFOS, which is a tumor-forming enzyme, a gene. I'm sorry. Moreover, neither human kidney epithelial cells proliferated when treated with oxalate. Let's see what this is. Human kidney epithelial cells. So oxalates is doing something to human kidneys as well during the experiment. Let's see what these are. Science. Lots of data on the internet with science. Oh, other words, it's stopping the production of new kidney cells. See, these type of kidney cells repair damage in the renal system. That's what this is. I can read this. I can read it that fast. Plus, I know a little bit about it. I'm a little bit nerdish when it comes to human health. So there you go. That's a study, right? A real study. Not the fake shit that you vegans pull off of Semantic Scholar that's been submitted, written in crayon. So what happens is the oxalates kill human kidney cell epithelial cells, which are responsible for building up the cells for your kidneys, your renal glands, and stuff like that. Okay, we found that the chronic exposure of breast epithelial cells to oxalate promotes the transformation of breast cells from normal to tumor cells. There you go, vegans. Oxalates, which are prevalent in your diet, has been tied to causing breast cancer in women. You know what doesn't have oxalates? Meat and dairy. But, ooh, those are bad. Ooh, those are really bad. Hey, eat the spinach. Oxalates have a habit when you eat them of dumping in the body cavities, like around your eyes, in your colon. And for a woman, she's not nursing. You got breast glands, they're not being used. Your body will just dump it there too. So congratulations, you boobs, you idiots. Here it is. Here. Go to the research article. Here is the link. I'll copy the link. And this is going right here. You vegans go and argue with other people from this research, and you try to show them your vast intellect that they're wrong and you're right. It's pathetic. All right, people, I'm out. Be careful following these fad diets. They're doing more damage than help. They're not helping nobody. They're just helping the people making this plastic food become richer, and you become sicker.